People talk about Dickey Betts being underrated, and it's true to a large extent. Like the Allman Brothers Band in general, Dickey Betts sometimes seems like a poorly kept secret, but a secret nonetheless. A lot of time thinking about Betts over the decades. I developed what became Play All Night, Duane Allman and the Journey to Fillmore East. I've been most pleased with the response I've gotten on how I highlighted Dickey's importance in the book. Here's a bit from Chapter 1, Duane's musical ethos. While it was not unprecedented for a band to have two lead guitarists, most two-guitar bands of the era featured one player on rhythm and the other on lead. The Allman Brothers' dual lead guitar approach was an outgrowth of each guitarist's virtuosity and the equal time they afforded one another as soloists. Indeed, each played lead guitar on nearly every Allman Brothers song, often in tandem. Duane and Dickey shared what longtime collaborator Tom Doucette called a, quote, profound musical love. They were very tight, and they had a lot of unspoken communication. Duane held Dickey in thrall. Duane played music the same way he rode his motorcycle and drove his car. He was a daredevil, just a triple Scorpio. God's on my side, wide open. That was part of the romance, and I loved Duane. It was a collaboration the guitarists honed on stage, in rehearsals, and in private conversation. What struck me when I first heard them playing together was how they didn't try to outdo each other, but instead supported one another, Doucette remembered. I had worked with the Butterfield Blues Band in Chicago, and all Butterfield and Bloomfield thought about was wasting one another. Some of the dynamic was built on mutual esteem, some on confidence, and much on approach. Duane and I had an immense amount of respect for each other, Betts recalled. We talked about being jealous of one another and how dangerous it was to think that way, that we had to fight that feeling when we were on stage. He'd say, when I listen to you play, I have to try hard to keep the jealousy thing at play and not try to outdo you when I play my solo, but I still want to play my best. We laughed about what a thin line that was. There was jealousy, Betts acknowledged, but it was so honest that it was healthy, and it just fired the energies that we did have. We just fired each other off. The competition was by design, Duane said. We can make each other better, then do something deep. He was probably the most honest player I've ever played with, reflected Betts. Man, he could get what was in his heart to come off the neck of his guitar. The connections between the two guitarists transcended music, Dickey said. There are very few times when two musicians come together who understand each other in that true fashion, the same as two people having a real conversation and truly understanding each other, the same as a man and woman making love. That is the kind of thing that me and Duane had. I knew the dude. I knew him all the way through. I admired him. I learned from him. He learned from me. To experience that with a musician of the caliber of Duane Allman is one of the greatest gifts that I've received and been able to share.